find you a bakkie?
It's not a bucket. It's a Hilux.
iDiskiTV powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. Orlando Pirates have a brand new coach, former Marumo Gallants coach, Abdeslam Ouaddou. He's a Moroccan international, played football in France and England. We saw him briefly in South African football, of course, mainly or chiefly defeating Orlando Pirates in one of the games in Free State and, of course, beating Kaizer Chiefs as well. It's been up and down, really, with Marumo Gallants in terms of mixed results. Some matches he lost, many of them he drew as well. Kind of looked organized at some points when we were looking at him, his type of football, but you can't really tell much about a coach with only a few games, 10 or 15 matches. Tso Vilakazi will discuss that with him. Thank you very much for joining us. If you're an Orlando Pirates fan as well, let us know if you like this appointment. Did you see it coming? Would you have preferred Rulani, Coach Pitso Mosimane, and so on and so forth? Doesn't matter though, whatever we say, this is just content. Orlando Pirates have already hired their coach. His name is Abdeslam Ouaddou. Mr. Tso, your thoughts on the coach, sir?
Mr. Kunjani Fit?
Yes, sir.
Mbule wena, Mbule Stizi,
Just
Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Mbule Lindo Mkwena. Mbule sana nemakhaya ngicela support njalo like iDiskiTV. Ngizobe nje njalo ngijike futhi.
Well, someone told you that Rulani was going to Pirates.
Yeah, it was.
Don't mention names, please.
Oh yeah, no.
Someone told you.
Somebody told me that it's almost done.
And it was a trusted someone.
Yeah.
And someone who was in the middle of that conversation.
Yes, ukuthi beka mfethu almost done. Some few things mina naye nobani futhi omunye, but it's almost done.
What do you think happened there? Because we did say when we were discussing it to the people that when people are discussing, sometimes they can disagree.
Yeah.
And if they disagree, then it ends. It doesn't mean that
Just
it's
like
a lie.
that.
It doesn't mean that nothing was happening. What do you think happened?
No, I think uRulani ufune ukuza ne-technical team yakhe. I suspected that. Ukuthi ufune ukuthi no mina njoba nithi ngize la I come with 1 2 3 4 5. Then I think that's where the team na Rulani they didn't agree. That's all. Other than that, it was not money. Money was good. Everything like was there for him.
From the information you were told,
Yeah,
you
everything was
trusted
there.
that it was almost there.
Almost, it was almost done. But mina I knew, and naye lo muntu bengikhuluma naye, I said I was born there. I know. The only thing, it will be lucky if they will agree that. But based
to bring
on
your own
I was born there.
technical team.
I know how we do things like Pekai. So he's not gonna come. They're not gonna allow him with his technical team. So, but if it happens, I don't know.
When you heard, thank you very much for that clarification. When you heard Abdeslam Ouaddou, what did you think? Good signing, bad signing? Maybe you are in the middle about it.
You know, Mr. Gil, I'm yeah, man. As my about to pull a man's warm. Yeah, because yes, I saw some few things when he was coaching Marumo Gallants. I think he did very well, you know. But you know, my worry in all of this is that it was him winning against Pirates, against Chiefs, or it was players. Because these teams, they've got all of them, they've got a tendency of playing against Pirates, players will come to the party, and then the team wins.
Cape Town City.
Then you give them next week, Umaning is Polokwane City, Iba Shy Trick, Polokwane
And
City.
so relegated to Cape Town City.
Pumile now, same thing, it really Chiefs at the Pirates. And then now, where are they now?
They think their season is over.
You see, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure Ngaye is he really gonna. But when I hear him talking, he sounds like he knows what he's doing, and he can do it when you give him resources, give him
Now,
material.
Pirates were in the semi-finals of the Champions League last season.
Yeah.
They ended up number 2.
Yeah.
They won the MTN 8. that was a picture of their season.
Yeah.
They have youngsters
Yeah.
who are emerging.
Yes.
In fact, they're becoming senior players, really.
Yeah,
If you think
now.
about Abomufukeng,
Yes.
Abonkota,
Yeah.
2-3 seasons later, they're
Yeah.
becoming senior players or
Yeah.
seasoned players,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Does this appointment help push Orlando Pirates closer then? Does it improve them Champions League-wise from semi-final, maybe again another? Because it's not a failure if it gets back to semi-final.
Yeah.
It will be consistency.
Yes.
Semi-final, semi-final.
Yes.
If it goes final or win, that's great. It's a bonus. Does it go back to number 2? Because I think with the Pirates discussion, even the Sundowns,
Yeah.
when we talk about their coaches, we always think, does it help you win the Champions League? If it was Sundowns, we're going to ask the question, does it help you win the Champions League? With Pirates, does it help them maintain where they were at number 2? Does it help them go forward? Because I think those are unanswered questions, and it's
Yeah.
even difficult to answer them because the coach did not win anything in South
Yes.
Africa because it's only been a few months.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's worrying me that when I'm thinking, because you know when in this state where Paris are now, I think they needed a coach that knows how to win, and the coach that has proven, Oguti, I can win. I did win 1, 2, 3, you know. And in my thinking, between Upitso, no Lontuzana, no Roland, I think if the Paris they went for one of them based on the experience of being up there, you know, competing. I mean, you know, Roland, the record ya Kulume yake, I mean, semi-final lapayana. Look now, lapana go with that. Ufike with that. It was I think number 7 or number 8, and then come end of the season, ubafake go Confederation Cup. So it tells you, you know, with coaches like that, they know what it takes to take a team from nowhere to be something. And with him, I don't know his history in terms of achievement as a coach. Yes, we always say, for me to gain experience, I need to be there. You know, I think Pirates, by giving him a chance, maybe he's gonna come up with something different, or not even something different, something to say, look, you guys will end up semi-final, but now I'm putting you go finally. Or now it's Sundowns winning league maybe at 1 point because we're supposed to win, and then we play the draw, and then Sundowns they got the league. Maybe he's gonna put Pirates in that position, but.
There's
Coaching
nothing
Marumo,
so far that we know about his record that suggests that will happen.
it's possible
Unless he's good, but it was
Yeah.
a smaller team.
Yes,
I know
yes.
he was at Vita Club as well as a big team in Congo.
Yeah.
You know, but for now we don't know that. Let's look at because I said this about Rolani as well, and I'm kind of a little bit relieved that he didn't coach Paris, because I think black coaches in this country are demeaned. They are demeaned. They are defecated on. Because I think when you look at the contrast of Coach Jose Rivero, the perception out there is that he was a serial winner.
Yeah.
He won the MTN 8, but of course in the minds of people, he won 5 trophies, something like that.
Yeah.
They think of him like that. If you come in as a Coach Rolani, for example, and maybe you don't win any trophy in the first season, and you tell them about building, they would have shown you the door.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen now. Maybe next year, maybe next season, who knows? After one coach has been sacrificed in between. That was my stance on it. Do you think Coach Abdeslam Ouaddou, do you think he comes in now under pressure because there's this perception which he is replacing someone who was winning?
Yeah, he's under pressure, Mr. Kew, because now I'm 100% sure Uguti, they said to him, Usbonile, Spomok semi-final. Spomok finally. Ubonile this season, Uguti, Sundowns, we're not far going on my points. That means if City still losing, Sundowns are sharing at 3 points or sharing at 1 point. There, maybe we can sit down and think, Uguti, at least 2 coaches, has worked. Was Bonisa, but other than that, it's going to be tough for him. It's going to be tough, Mr. K. I'm not going to lie to you, unless he's good as I'm thinking, because I always give an edge to former players because they've played the game. They understand more the dynamics of the game. They know what it takes really to win there in the field of play. So that's why I'm giving him, I would say,
Benefit of the doubt.
yeah, a doubt, and I would support him to say, look, coach, based on what you did, Gumarumo Galanti, yes, small team compared to Pirates, but how you've changed Lapana Gumarumo Galanti, maybe something different is going to happen here at Pirates.
Right.
Yeah, I will say I wish him all the best.
There you go. Thank you very much, Mr. So-and-so. That's Coach Abdeslam Ouaddou coaching Orlando Pirates. We'll see, of course, the season will unfold, and we shall see whether or not that's a good appointment. What we can say, I think, and so kind of mentioned it at some point as well in our conversation, is that at Orlando Pirates, you suggesting to bring your own technical team is usually something that they won't give you. If you think about many of the coaches previously, I think Jose Rivero had his own assistant and then he left, something like that. You always have to compromise with that. Coach Peter Mosimane, if you know, he will go with 5 or 6 other people as his team. Coach Rulani went with a lot of people and with dad in Morocco as well. They respected those wishes. But at Orlando Pirates is a different culture, and you have to make some compromise. Maybe bring 1 or 2 people with you, and then let Coach Mandla Nqikazo continue, something like that. But with Coach Abdeslam Ouaddou, maybe he just brought 1 or 2 people as well, and maybe that was a sticking point, or maybe there was no sticking point. Who knows? iDiskiTV, iDiski Times, we're suspecting. For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za.
Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Tso Vilakazi, they call me Tso. Niyazi bafethu, Amakhosi for life, they are back in winning ways. Please, siyacela ukuthi subscribe iDiski TV.